It's not bad. 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Everything
It
seems...
looks like SPG NorCal.
Yeah, it's 17 miles away. Oh, you know what else? There's two ways to get there. One way you go over the Golden Gate and then like kind of, I don't know, around the bay. And if you take that route, you drive right next to San Quentin.
Oh, where that
Ear
one
Hustle
podcast is from?
Yeah. Or the other way, you just go over the Bay Bridge.
Oh.
Fascinating. This is funny, actually. If you do the San Quentin route, it's 27.3 miles, and it'll take you 33 minutes. If you do, like, the through downtown San Francisco route, it's 17 miles, and it'll take you 30 minutes.
You realize we're doing the podcast right now, right?
Yeah, we are.
Should we just introduce ourselves real quick and then go off of that?
Yeah, I want to tell you about my coffee, too. But isn't that crazy? You can drive 10 more miles and it'll only take you 3 additional minutes. That's how much downtown San Francisco traffic sucks.
That's pretty crazy.
I'm Emily Potts.
I'm Nick Potts. And I'm not sure what we do anymore. We drink coffee. We don't really talk about the podcast we listen to anymore.
No.
But we still drink coffee.
Yeah, we don't really know what we're doing. We're, I don't know, experimenting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our new idea is pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just to get caught in a black hole of Google searching.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which
that's pretty self-explanatory.
I did yesterday as a test when I was trying to figure out what I was going to tweet about.
Was it a good one?
Well, that's what I tweeted about, exactly what I did. So I started and I was like, I'll just see what time the sun sets. And then I was like clicking through different pages that's talking about the sun setting. And then somehow I ended up on a page that said it takes 13 hours to watch all the Marvel movies.
How did you get there?
I don't know. I really don't know. Well, because I was clicking through pages and it was like talking about sunsetting and then like a Twilight, and then it became Twilight movies, and then it became Marvel movies, and then it became how long will it take me to watch all of them.
Wow.
So
interesting that you started with a question and not just like
Yeah.
a phrase or words. Maybe
Yeah.
that's the way to go.
That's true. I do like to just Google questions instead of words. I feel like someone out there has asked it and there's a way to answer it.
Sure.
But are you drinking coffee?
I am drinking coffee.
What are you drinking?
So I recently got tired of drinking Keurig coffee all the time. It's just so like, it all tastes the same. It's very cheap. It's like garbage coffee. I don't know. I was just over the Keurig coffee, so I went out and bought like a $20 actual coffee pot.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, because I really enjoy making coffee.
Yeah.
And so I bought a little coffee pot. It's not like a big one. It's a little smaller, but it's enough for just me.
Is it like one of those cute little 1-cup ones?
It's not a 1 cup. You can make up to, I think, like 6 cups or 8 cups or something. Cute. Yeah. But yeah, and then I bought some. Well, I originally bought some coffee that I had for the first time in Georgia, and it might be my favorite, but
What's
it's
it
actually
called?
like espresso beans, but I was making it as coffee. It's super strong. You're supposed to add water to it like an Americano, but I was just drinking it straight. It's called Lavazza.
Lavazza.
Yeah, it's in like a black
Oh. You know, I've seen this word before.
tin. It's very good. Liam introduced it to me, and it's very good coffee. That's not what I'm drinking right now, though. I bought some Festive Archer Farms coffee.
Festive.
Yeah, so one was candy cane flavored.
Ooh, fun.
And one is gingerbread flavored.
Wow.
So right now I'm drinking the gingerbread one. And it's pretty good. I mean, it's all a step up from Keurig.
Yeah. I feel you.
And you know what? The tastes are a little more there than Keurig coffee. It's just got like a gingerbread aftertaste, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's pretty good, and I've been filling up. Lisa bought me this Starbucks travel mug thing, so I pour all my coffee in here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Spoiler. My birthday gift to you is coffee related, so you're really gonna like it.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's like pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm sure it is.
Like I should have bought two because I want one. Okay, let me tell you about mine. This is like the opposite of everything you just did. So I am drinking a Caribou Coffee K-Cup. Now let me tell you a little bit more about why it's a great K-Cup today.
Okay.
One, so I moved to San Francisco.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know if all of our fans know.
Yeah. So, yeah, I moved, and my moving truck was behind me. Projected 4 to 17 days that it would get
4
here.
to 17?
Yep. Yesterday it arrived, which was day 22.
What?
So, I was really excited that my Keurig was now back in my life. So, despite the fact that K-Cups suck, one, it's a Caribou K-Cup, which is exciting in itself because, it takes me back to Minnesota times. Like, oh,
Sure.
But I have my Keurig back. So, there's that. But actually, when you come out to San Francisco, I almost said Minnesota. I don't live there anymore. San Francisco. There's a lot of coffee shops that we should try, but actually there's one like specifically that is like the coffee chain here. Actually they have it all like basically on the West Coast, and then I think there's one in DC too, but it's called Philz.
Philz? Like
Yeah.
PH or F?
PHILZ.
Oh.
Whoa. Yeah. Anyway, it's literally normal like drip coffee, but they make 1 cup at a time. So it's like made to order drip coffee.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't Starbucks pour it out of a can.
No. And everybody loves it. So we're going to have to try it.
Do they have like lines out the door? How long does that take?
I don't know. I've never been, but there's like 5 in San Francisco. So we'll just have to go find the one closest to me.
Okay. So you're drinking it. It's just like a regular Caribou?
Yeah.
Right now?
Medium blend, K-Cup, Caribou.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Well, I guess now we just Google some stuff, huh?
Oh, yeah. That's true. I was waiting for a summary of a podcast.
So today we're listening. We listened to nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could tell me what
That's
you have
not
been
true.
listening to if you want.
Well, I was obsessively finishing Gladiator.
Oh, right, your Aaron Hernandez.
Podcast about Aaron Hernandez, yeah. Slightly disappointed the way it ended. I wanted like a little more of like a big finale, but it was kind of just like, yeah, he died and he had CTE and his brain's being researched.
So
Bummer.
it could have been like one podcast episode.
Yeah, it was 6. They were all pretty good, but the ending, I was waiting for like a big boom, and it wasn't.
I mean, what would a big boom have been?
I have no idea. It's a really great question. I don't know. I need the boom brought to me. I can't think of it.
Like the whole time he was being made to do it by the mafia.
Yeah. Or like, he was like questioned for so many murders. I wish it was like he had left. Yeah, he had either left a letter being like, this homie did it. I don't know. So that, and obviously I still keep up with my fave, Ear Hustle.
Oh, you do, huh?
Yeah, even more now that I live in San Francisco. And
yeah, you could go visit them.
I know. I actually drove by there the other day because there's a nice Target over there. Yeah, fascinating.
My Target Red card just got upgraded to like an actual credit card.
Oh.
Yeah.
Without your choosing?
Yeah. They
That
sent me
seems
a
odd.
letter. They're like, yeah, we've upgraded you to a MasterCard. You can use it anywhere where MasterCard's accepted.
Did you want that to happen?
No, I just kind of did. Well, it was kind of good timing because I'm canceling my other credit card because they're awful.
Oh.
But no, I don't. They just did it.
I don't want my Target debit card to become a credit card.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm at a big fight, a standoff with the banks right now.
Why?
Because, so first of all, moving companies, they are all run by some sort of mob, I'm convinced. Because they only allow you to pay them in cash or money orders. Which,
well, that's weird.
Yeah, it's concerning. I'm happy I have my things now and I don't have to interact with them again. But, so they were delivering yesterday and they let me use a personal check on pickup, but not delivery, I guess. So I had to run, because I don't have a car, so physically run to a nearest post office to try and get a mail order. The first one I went to, no mail orders. So ran to another one. Actually got on a bus to the next one, got off the bus, went to get the money order, and then while I'm swiping, my bank decides that it's suspicious activity and locks my card. So then I run to a bank because I saw it while I was on the bus going to the post office. I was like, that's my bank. So I went there and I was like, yo, trying to get a money order to pay these movers that are sitting at my apartment, very angry at me right now. And the guy's like, oh, sit down. Let me help you. You have very pretty eyes. And I was like, oh, Jesus
what?
Christ. He was so creepy. And then I was like, okay, well, you try and unlock my card. I'm going to go talk to the teller dude over there and just have him give me the cash. So I do that. Teller dude asks way too many personal questions about me. Like, where do you work? Where did you move from? Where are you living now? Is it nearby? I was like, what? It was a very unsafe experience. And then the dude's still on the phone. I get my cash and then I'm like, all right, just give me my card. I'll call them later. And he was like, no, I can do this. I was like, I gotta go. I got movers at my apartment. So I take my stuff and then I run down the street with like $1,000 in my pocket in cash.
Jesus.
Get to the movers and then pay them. So me and the banks not going well. I still need to unlock my account.
What was the time frame in all this?
This was about 45 minutes.
Wow.
And I was...
Seems like a lot happening in 45 minutes.
A lot. And I was sweating. Like, so sweaty when I got back. Because the moving guy was calling me, being like, if you're not back here in 5 minutes, I'm leaving. And I was like, don't leave. Don't leave. I just waited 22 days.
You should have been like, hey, you broke all my glasses. You can stay.
Yeah. As he's like carrying boxes and it's just like shaking with broken glass in it, I'm like, I know you hear that.
And what moving company was this? You want to put them on blast or no?
Oh my god, I totally do. I don't even know if it's a moving company really. I just think they're like men with trucks. It's called U.S. Atlas Movers.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah, because I don't think they're a real
Is this
company.
our Google search for the day?
Yeah. U.S. Atlas Movers. Here's the weird thing. They have 4 stars on Google reviews.
Oh.
Don't use them. They're horrible. They broke all of my things. They delivered 22 days later. They quoted me at like $1,600. I ended up paying $1,000 more than that.
How?
They were like, oh, you had more than we thought. And, oh, we have to deliver using a shuttle because this is a limited access street. And, oh, that's going to be another $450. And, oh, you have stairs, $75 per set of stairs. It was
what?
So this guy's
this sounds like the most nonsense thing.
It is. And then this guy's like doing all this math in front of me. And then at one point, I'm like, oh, that's not bad. A couple $100 here and there, extras. And then at one point, he just stops and multiplies everything by 5.5.
What?
And I was like, how did that just happen? And then that's where the $1,000 more came in.
Did you ask him why he did that?
Yeah, and then he goes, it's like rates and stuff.
What do you mean it's like rates and stuff?
And I was just like, okay, it's fine. It's all fine. I hate you. I hate you all.
Well, I mean, I guess what are you supposed to do?
I know.
Tell him no?
And he had all my things at that point, and then like it's always
was this
mean
in San Francisco though?
Well, the multiplying by 5.5 happened in Minnesota.
That sucks.
added $450, and the $75 for every stair he had to step up was here in San Francisco. Oh man,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
so,
like, what are you gonna do? Like, take him to court?
No, I was gonna look up if I can file a claim for all of the shattered glasses, but then I decided I don't even know how much that would get me, like $20.
Yeah, I mean, how much were your glasses really?
I got them for free, so I don't know.
You could just say they're like
really
family
expensive.
heirlooms.
They did shatter all of my wine glasses, so that could have been a good one. I don't know. Anyway, PSA, don't use U.S. Atlas movers.
Yeah, apparently not.
Because they multiply.
I don't even... Shouldn't your company pay for this?
They did. But, like, I had to
okay.
pay it up front, and then they pay me back with my receipt.
Oh.
That's why I was like, whatever. But
yeah,
like,
it's fine.
I was trying to do this efficiently.
So they should have paid for everything, right?
Anything like move related, yeah.
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 That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Why exactly did you move out to San Francisco? People keep asking me, and I just keep saying, "Oh, I don't know. Her job moved her out there." They're like, "Oh, did she get a promotion?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Well, I moved.
She got a
I
raise.
wanted to. I moved because I wanted to. I was bored in Minnesota. I needed a new experience.
But is it the same job?
For now, yeah. The goal is to
location.
move it into a different job. But it was kind of like setting myself up. Like, I couldn't really have moved into a different job in Minnesota. Like, the next job is here. So I'm just getting ahead of it.
Oh, I see. You're just putting yourself in a position.
Yeah.
To rise.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So, current events, though, San Francisco. Have you heard about the wildfires?
I have. I mean, it's all anybody talks about right now.
I know. And you know what's so sad? All of, like, So, I was looking... I think I was just on Instagram or something this morning, and there's, like, a company that is cleaning off, like, animals or, like, dogs, cats, whatever that they find, like, fixing their burns and stuff, and then taking pictures and posting them on websites to be like, is this your dog or is this your cat? Like, trying to reunite animals with their families. Isn't that sad?
That's crazy.
And there's, like, this is, like, terribly sad, but, like, there's a list of people that are just unaccounted for. Which
Probably
is so scary.
Dead, right?
Oh, God.
I heard the fires just sweep through so quick because people are like, I don't understand why people are dying. Why don't you just get out of your house? But apparently the fires are just moving so fast. Like, they're covering lengths of football fields in seconds.
Yeah. And, like, I haven't looked at it today, but a couple days ago when I was looking at, like, the big fire that's, like, the big forest one, that is the most recent one that started up. Like 2 days ago, it was only like 30% contained, and it had been burning for like 72 hours.
Damn.
So these firefighters are working like 24 hours a day trying to put out this fire that's like growing faster than they can keep up with putting it out.
Yeah, what I've heard is that they just are trying to get ahead of it and clear out the areas of anything that could catch fire. So it's just like has nothing to continue to. Yeah. That's what I heard the strategy is right now.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Is it like, I feel like no matter where somebody lives in California, there's fires. Is it just all of California? How big is this fire?
Yeah, pretty much, because it's like, it is like southern and northern. Like, there are areas that didn't get fire, but it's really like all over. I was just looking at like an incidence map. It's kind of all over California.
That's pretty crazy.
It is. So, air quality is a new thing that I've learned about. It's kind of like when you're like, what number or what level hurricane or tornado is it? Mm-hmm. You know how they get a number? Air quality index is also a number.
I didn't know that. How do they calculate that?
Oh, let me Google it and tell you.
Oh, okay.
So, AQI, Index for Reporting Daily Air Quality. It tells you how clean or polluted your air is. How does it work? Well, let me tell you. It runs from 0 to 500.
Is 0 good or 0 bad?
0 is good. So 0 to 50 is good. 51 to
Mm.
100 is moderate. 101 to 150 is unhealthy for sensitive groups. Cute. 151 to 200 is unhealthy, I guess for all groups. 200 to 300 is very unhealthy, and then 300 to 500 is hazardous.
Wow. So what is it right now?
Let me tell you. Right now in San Francisco, it's 155. So we are very unhealthy.
Very unhealthy? Or is that unhealthy for all groups?
Unhealthy for all groups, yeah.
That's not good.
Yesterday it was 220.
Dang.
Which is very unhealthy.
That
Let me
is
tell you what
very-
your air quality is right now.
In Chicago, yeah.
Yeah. It's 26.
So pretty good.
You're real good, yeah. Air
But
quality
also,
good.
why not 0? What's in the air?
Some pollution. Ooh, you know where it's better? Minnesota. Minneapolis, 19.
Wow. What has the lowest?
Oh. Let's Google it.
Okay.
Bartlett has a lower air quality than you do.
Oh, what's Bartlett's?
23.
Yeah, just barely.
Lowest air quality in the world. Yeah, let's go worldly.
Now, if you Google lowest air quality, is that going to give you the worst or the lowest index?
Yeah, it's giving me the most polluted air. So
Yeah, let's go.
okay. Oh, this is fun. There's like a world time.
Don't they just have like a map?
Yeah, they do. It's loading. This is super fun. Ooh, dang. This is fun. Oh my god.
Sounds like you're having a lot of fun.
I am. Well, this
I
is
see
kind of
nothing.
hard because there's a lot of
I suppose this doesn't have to be one-sided either. I could be Googling things.
yeah. Why don't you Google? Oh my gosh, this is way too hard to figure out. I need like an answer. I can't stare at this map and
How
look at
about-
all these numbers.
Best air quality in the world. 10 cities with the cleanest air in the world.
There you go.
So, we got number 1, Whitehorse, Yukon, Canada.
Okay.
They can apparently a lower population density and stricter regulations for its clean air is what's to thank for that. I'm not getting a number though. I would really like a number.
Yeah. Well, it changes daily, you know, so I guess we need like an average.
World Air Quality Index in real time. Is that what you were on?
Yeah. It's really stressful, but check it out.
Holy, oh my.
Yeah, just wait. They grow. The flags grow.
I see that.
Yeah, that's why I was
Okay, what
getting
if can I
stressed.
filter it by good?
Ooh, that's a great question. Okay, here we go.
Looks like Australia is really clean.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. So maybe we should go there.
Yeah.
Maybe
well,
you should go there
clean-
because your lungs.
right now, I'll tell you what, my lungs have been a lot better recently. Not right now because I have a sinus infection, but you know where it's really bad, it looks like?
Yeah.
Southern Africa.
Ooh. Weird. I wonder why.
They're at a 409.
Hmm.
That's not great. Ooh, this place is terrible. Delhi, India, 465.
465?
Yeah.
That's like almost
pretty
off the
bad. Oh.
chart. That's hazardous.
The Haidian Northern New Area in Beijing, 569.
It's not possible. It's off the chart.
Oh, Turkey, Igdir, Turkey, 715.
What? How are they even breathing out there?
I thought it was on a scale of 0 to 500.
It is. They're cheating. Those people can't even go outside. What are they doing?
How do these fires even start?
Let's check it out. How?
Alright.
Actually, one of them I heard was a campsite. You know, a part of it is actually lack of rain.
Yeah, it is dry out there in California.
It is. And we've only gotten like 5% of our normal rain. Normal Wayne.
Wayne, the normal Wayne.
The normal rain for this season.
Now, is that similar to rain or?
Wayne. Okay. Well, it was a campfire that was burning that sparked with... Why are people making fires?
So, I've actually heard that. So, did they start it on purpose? Sometimes it is on purpose, right? Sometimes people just being dumb.
Yeah. So, it looked like the big one. They started a fire camping, and there was winds and dry forests, and the spark that like blew from the fire ignited everything.
Just one spark.
Oh my gosh. At its height, this campfire, that's what they're calling it, the campfire, was burning the equivalent of 60 football fields per minute.
Damn. 60
per minute?
Per minute? That's a football field a second.
I just can't even.
1 second.
That's like in that scene from The Jungle Book. You know?
What?
Did you see the new Jungle Book, the live action?
Yeah.
You know, at the end when he sets like the whole dang forest on fire?
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Feels like that.
About 84% of wildfires in the USA are started by people. That's what this little article says.
People are so dumb. I guess maybe they don't intend to do it, but still.
I guess.
Okay, so have you ever played the game Heads Up?
Like, Heads Up? Oh, Ellen's game?
Well, it's not really Ellen's game, but yeah, I think she plays it.
Wait, she didn't make that game? She definitely made that game.
She didn't make that game.
I'm gonna Google it.
Ellen make Heads Up? No, she just released an iPhone version of... Oh, maybe she did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's her game.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Anyway, so I had like a work offsite.
Yeah.
Where we like, worked on strategy and stuff, and then at night we just like drank and played games. And we were playing Heads Up one night, and we were doing, I don't know, a bunch of different categories, and one of the words that my friend or one of the guys on my team had on his head was change a light bulb.
Okay.
So that was like the phrase. And one of the girls on my teams yells, "How many monkeys does it take?" And he replies with 13. And we like lost it. And then at the end of that round, we were like, "Why did you say 13? And he was like, "There's a movie called 13 Monkeys or something." Oh, it's 12 Monkeys. He
It's
didn't
12
even do it
Monkeys. Right. I thought it was a TV show, actually.
That was so funny.
That's too funny. Why monkeys? That's not even... I've never heard that before.
I think it's like how many people, how many...
Yeah.
I don't...
How many... It's a joke. What's the joke?
Oh, I did Google how many monkeys does it take, and it all ended with to install a light bulb, to change a light bulb, to screw in a light bulb. So yeah, maybe that was right.
What's the answer?
2. 1 to do it and 1 to scratch his bum.
That's the worst. What's the real one? I need to find out light bulb jokes.
Oh, there's so many. Okay, so I Googled how many monkeys does it take?
Mm-hmm.
And then my searches related to how many monkeys does it take are how many baristas does it take to change a light bulb? How many surgeons? How many skateboarders? How many PhDs? How many artists? How many fish? Oh, the last one's strange. I'm going to click on it and not tell you why.
Okay. Do I ever get to know why?
I think this is just I think it's a bad, inappropriate joke because it says, how many Nazis does it take to screw in a light bulb?
What's the answer?
Let me look. It's apparently a joke, and I don't know how this is going to get funny.
That's really funny because on this website I'm on, it lists a bunch of different ones. The very first one is, how many Germans does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Oh, this is sad. This is a really sad joke.
Is this the Nazi one?
Yeah.
What's the answer?
It offends so many groups of people. 1, he makes 3 Polacks do it at gunpoint. Wow.
That's not a joke.
It's not funny. It's
the answer to the Germans one. How many Germans does it take to screw in a light bulb? 1. They're efficient and not very funny.
That's also not a joke.
No.
Why has this become a joke?
How did the light bulb joke start? There's a lot of weird ones. How many midgets does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I feel like that's also going to offend.
Well, I believe the word
multiple
midget is
people.
offensive, actually.
Yeah, I think it is.
How many therapists does it take to change a light bulb? That one's kind of funny, actually.
Tell me.
The answer is none. The light bulb has to want to change.
Okay, that one's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to get the origin of this joke. What happened? What's going on?
Oh. Sorry, I needed a minute because I just tried to down the rest of my coffee and got so many coffee grounds in my mouth.
Ew, your face looks funny right now.
Does it?
Yeah.
Is there like something on it?
No, you're just like a baby that ate a lemon.
Oh, it was gross. That was not good. Anyways, what did you find?
Okay, so I'm on this really reliable source called Wikipedia.
Okay.
And it says, the light bulb joke is a joke that asks how many people of a certain group are needed to change, replace, or screw in a light bulb.
Yeah.
Generally, the punchline answered highlights a stereotype of the target group.
Yeah, it makes
so
sense.
So the goal is to be offensive.
Oh, okay.
This joke, let me tell you, was generally very popular in the 1960s and 70s, and it was used to insult the intelligence of people, specifically Polish.
Oh, interesting. Why Polish people?
I'm not sure what was happening in the 60s and 70s, but
I would just like to interject that this website I'm reading these jokes off of is the website for a country radio station. What? 1960s. This has been around for a while, and people still use this joke.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first joke? That's what I'm googling. The world's oldest joke.
The first joke
traced back to 1900 BC. I can't even imagine what this joke would be.
Is it funny?
I don't know. And suggests that toilet humor was popular with the ancients, so it's a toilet joke.
Oh, I like toilet humor, to be honest.
Do you? Because I don't.
I know. I feel like we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
I like toilet humor. I think poop jokes are funny.
So the oldest joke, it's a saying of the Sumerians who lived in what is now southern Iraq, and it goes, something which has never occurred since time immemorial. A young woman did not fart in her husband's lap. That's the oldest joke.
What?
Something which has never occurred since time immemorial. So it's like, this never happens. A young woman doesn't fart in her husband's lap.
Okay.
That's the
I
oldest joke. Here's a 1600 BC gag about a pharaoh. This was said to be about King Snofru. Comes in second. So this is dated to 1600 BC, and it's how do you entertain a bored pharaoh?
You don't.
You sail a boatload of young women dressed only in fishing nets down the Nile and urge the pharaoh to go catch a fish.
Oh. Why?
I don't know.
Don't love that joke either.
Here's the oldest British joke that dates back to the 10th century. What hangs at a man's thigh and wants to poke the hole that it's often poked before? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. It makes sense when you hear the answer. What hangs at a man's thigh and wants to poke the hole that it's often poked before?
This sounds dirty.
It does sound dirty.
A walking stick.
It's a key.
Oh.
I get it.
Why is it hanging?
You know, like at your belt loop or something, you know, you hang your keys off your pants.
Yeah. I'm currently reading an article about the future of jokes. None of them are funny
Oh,
yet.
okay, interesting. We went back in time, now we're going forward.
Yeah, I just, figured maybe the opposite. However, none of these are funny.
Well, how do we know what they're going to be? I don't understand.
Well, they're trying to, I think, guess, because there's some jokes about, like, virtual reality and, like, artificial intelligence.
So they're guessing at, like, topics of jokes?
Yeah, and it, like, they don't make sense. They're not funny, and they almost sound sad. So
far we've
I'm gonna
found
skip
that
those.
humor from the past and the future is just kind of not funny. Are we in the glory days of humor right now?
I think we are. I think this is where jokes peak.
How about the future of humor? What will be funny in the digital era? It's from the Huffington Post.
I like that.
This is not giving me a very good answer. Basically saying what's funny today will still be funny in the future.
It's such a lie. Well, let me tell you what life is going to be like in 2035.
Is this according to Hugh? Hugh? According to Hugh?
Hugh?
According to Hugh.
According to Hugh.
Hugh Grant?
According to Suncorp.
Okay. Don't know what that is, but let's hear it.
Oh, they're like an insurance company. They help you get ready for retirement.
Okay.
So they know a lot about the future.
All right.
Okay. Looks like technology is going to jump.
Sure.
So that's
Yep,
exciting
okay.
because we should assume that. Future of food. That's exciting. Let's read about that. Oh. Agriculture is going to be grown in like artificial intelligence controlled vertical buildings rather than horizontal land. Oh, we're going to have all this genetically mutated food.
Interesting. So we're becoming more 3D.
Oh, and they're saying the movie Her. Did you see that?
Oh, with
The
where
guy
he
that-
loves his cell phone?
Yeah.
I didn't see it, no.
Me either. Apparently, that's a realistic future.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
I think people already
Ugh.
try to develop relationships with their Alexas or their
Oh, my Google Home. I
your
love
Google
my
Home.
Google
Yeah,
Home.
you have conversations with your Google Home.
I do. He likes to tell me what's up, you know?
They should make it like so you can download different people's voices. Like what if they had celebrities record their voices?
That would be fun.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, how could they do that?
I mean, they would just have to. It would be a hard process. What I think they would have to do is mic you up and just walk around your day-to-day life and record your conversation, and then they could take your voice and they'd have a program that can just, I don't know, reorder the words you say. Maybe you just go in for a bunch of days and read every word in the dictionary.
Yeah, I feel like there's got to be some sort of system or something that, I don't know, figures out the sound or the inflection in your
that's
voice,
the
so
hard
then you
part.
wouldn't have to.
Is context.
Yeah. So then they could just answer any question.
How do they do it now?
It's like a robot. There's There's like 12 voices I can choose from.
Wow, that's a lot. But do they have like inflection and stuff in their voice, or is it kind of just monotone?
I think there's like very slight inflection. Mostly monotone though. There's one that like... There's some that have like more inflection than others. I'm listening to the voices right now. Yeah, it's mostly monotone.
Have you ever heard of a futurist?
A what?
A futurist?
Is that a job?
This is a job, a futurist. I'm going to read you what a futurist is. Futurists, or futurologists, are scientists and social scientists whose specialty is futurology, or the attempt to systematically explore predictions and possibilities about the future and how they can emerge from the present, whether that of human society in particular or life on Earth in general. So there's a job where you just sit around and try to guess what's going to happen in the future.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like driverless cars and...
I guess, like, what's the point of that? Why are you paying someone to do that?
Yeah, because isn't it, like, very anecdotal? Based on, like, this company's doing this, and this company's doing this, so that means the future's going to be this.
Is that what it's for, maybe? Like, to try and plan future business strategies?
Maybe.
It seems like a lot of them have just written books. It seems like there are also other things. Like, this Dr. Ray guy is an inventor, a computer scientist, and director of engineering at Google. And he says, by 2025, 3D printers will print clothing at very low cost.
Dang. I just feel like a piece of clothing that comes out of a printer won't be that comfortable.
What is that made out of?
Printed
I don't know
clothing.
that I understand how 3D printers work, actually.
What do you mean? They, like, print something, but it's like, I think there's, like, only certain materials you can print, right?
I don't know. What materials come from a 3D printer?
Let me tell you. I've only seen, like, plasticky type things, but I don't think plastic is the correct word, so...
Plastic seems... Okay, so I got nylon, resin, stainless steel, gold and silver, not a chance.
Not a chance.
Is it like the material is the paper? So you have to insert material you'd have to, right? Where's it getting? It can't just manifest material out of nowhere. So maybe you can 3D print
Put anything in it. Yeah.
That's kind of
I mean, it's basically like it has a picture of something, a 3D picture of it.
Yes.
And then it has the material that goes in it. So then it just starts from the bottom. It's kind of like coloring, you know? Filling in the space that it sees. You know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So...
Yeah.
So, there, down in Georgia, I was living at this guy's place who's, like, a famous artist. He, like... There's a mural on the ceiling of Union Station in New York, and he painted that, and he's done a bunch of, like, crazy stuff. But he was telling me that he does sculptures as well. He was telling me that sometimes he'll start with a 3D printer, and it'll print out, and then he, like, sculpts around it to, like, fill in details and stuff. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know. I don't understand. What does a 3D printer look like? Like, how can... I'm imagining too much of a regular printer is the problem.
Yeah, no, you can't think of a... It's almost like it has like a telescopy... Not a telescope, but like a... It's like a machine
so it's
with
I
picture like machines at an eye doctor.
So
you know, where you like stick your face in.
It's
something pokes at you.
Yeah, it looks like a box, and then whatever's being printed is created inside the box.
Yeah.
What? This is bizarre. So where does the material come out of?
That little thing in the middle.
I see what you're talking about. I've never looked into this before. This is really nuts.
You know what's like the basics of a 3D printer? Remember those like mold machines that you could get at like as a souvenir? Like putting in like 2 quarters and it'll mold you a dinosaur when you're at the museum?
No, I don't remember this at all.
Shoot. I feel like it's at like a field museum or something where like it's kind of like the thing where they flatten your penny into like a little like engraved
okay,
penny.
Yeah, I know those.
Yeah, so they have other machines that like you put in like 50 cents or something and it takes a mold and just like creates a dinosaur.
That sounds exactly like a 3D printer.
Yeah, it's just like basic though because it's just like melting plastic into a mold.
So you design a 3D object on your computer, and then you connect it to a 3D printer and press print. It says the process is a bit like making a loaf of sliced bread, but in reverse. Imagine baking each individual slice of bread and then gluing them together into a whole loaf.
Oh. Yeah, because it does it by like layers.
That makes sense. It turns a whole object into thousands of tiny little slices, and it makes it from the bottom up, slice by slice. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. And then they stick together to form a solid object. Oh, man, they can even create moving parts like hinges and wheels and stuff.
Fascinating.
You could print a whole bike, handlebars, saddle, frame, wheels, brakes, pedals, and chain.
You'd need like a pretty big printer to do that.
That's so crazy. What are the limitations? So buying a 3D printer is much cheaper than setting up a factory. That seems like where it would be implemented, for sure. But the cost per item to produce is higher.
Interesting.
So the economics don't really stack up at this point to traditional mass production. Huh.
You know what else is crazy about the future? Self-driving cars.
That's kind of why I want a Tesla.
Everybody here has Teslas.
Do they?
Yeah, there's so many.
I've been seeing them more and more.
You know what? Self-driving cars are not far away. They're saying they're going to start like coming on the road by like 2020.
I believe it. I was doing a case and I was driving this Tacoma, and it's not self-driving, but what it did was it had lane correction, so I could let go of the wheel completely, and if the car started to drift, it would correct itself and go back to the center of the lane.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty nuts, but I think the Teslas can drive completely unmanned right now.
Yeah.
Did you see the...
You know what's crazy, though? Like, how do they, like, react to, like, a crazy driver in front of them or something?
Yeah, I think it's based on cameras right now, right?
I think so. I mean, they gotta, like, see it.
I heard that it's... I've never seen the inside of one, but basically it's just, like, a giant computer console inside them. But because they do, I was listening to Elon Musk in Elon Musk interview, and he said like the car, it can tell if you're asleep, and it will slow down and come to a stop if you fall asleep.
Oh, so you have to be awake.
You do have to be awake right now, I think, but eventually probably not. Elon Musk is doing some interesting stuff. Did you see the tunnels that he's making?
No.
So
where's he making
this is
tunnels?
his answer to traffic problems in LA. He's making travel and transportation 3D by, instead of flying cars, he says the future is tunnels under the ground. You should look it up. It's interesting. So you can go, like, you're driving on the street, you go to like an elevator type thing, it lowers your car down into a tunnel, and then there's tunnels throughout the ground that you drive through with your car. And he says it's totally safe underground. You can't be affected by earthquakes or anything. And I thought I read something that he just opened up the first tunnel system in LA.
As of May, it said first tunnel is almost done to be open to the public. Why are they called boring tunnels?
Boring?
Boring.
The name of his company.
I'm watching a video on it right now. Boring Company Tunnel.
Yeah, maybe because, like, I don't think it's boring, like, uninteresting. I think it's, like...
It's boring not to be out in the public.
Boring
I
into the
see.
ground.
It is like an elevator.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
It's really cool, right?
Oh, but then you just, like, sit on an elevator car.
You don't drive.
Never actually drive.
Yeah. You get taken around.
Oh. Fascinating.
Yeah, it's
I want one of those.
Really interesting. I thought that they started using these already in LA, but maybe not.
Well, maybe. I mean, it's November, and that article I saw was from May. Are LA tunnels being used? You know what's a really cool invention? Google.
Yeah, Google's pretty great. You want to hear something really funny? I was listening to, it was an old one, My Brother and Me episode, and Justin McElroy likes to buy domain names. He buys URLs, and during this episode, he managed to own teengoogle.com.
That's funny.
Yeah. It looks...
Wait, did you say teen or team?
Teen, like teenager.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, and what he does is he sets up all these domain names to just reroute to their podcast website. But he's like trying to sell them for like millions of dollars. Teen Google's a good steal though. Like,
yeah, that is a good steal.
I'm surprised nobody owned that one. I'm gonna try and go to it right now and see where it takes me. Yeah, it linked to one of their, not his, but the Still Buffering podcast website.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes sense because it's about being a teenager. So.
It's hilarious.
That's too
wow.
funny. I'm looking at this article from 23 hours ago, and it says they just completed digging their first tunnel.
So we're a little behind.
Yeah, I don't think they're using it yet. Let me watch this video. The video you were watching was a concept video, right?
Yeah.
This looks like a slow digging process, this video I'm watching.
Yeah. Also, the platform is called a skate.
A skate? Like a skateboard?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting concept.
It is.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's gonna... I mean, I guess he's doing
That's
it.
so
How
cool.
do you get permission to do that?
Yeah, like there's for sure gonna be cities, states that are like, hell no, dude, get out of here.
Yeah, we're not doing that. I think LA's already agreed to it, though.
It seems like it if they're already building tunnels.
Yeah.
That's like the birds and the limes. You know those scooters?
Yeah, I know those scooters. We rode around on them.
You know the
I
scooters.
know the scooters. I got the slowest one they
Slowest
have.
one.
Yeah. I got the worst scooter that they made.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like those, the city, like they dropped them in, but then the city had to approve them, and not all cities did.
So they dropped them in without permission
removed.
first?
Yeah, they did like the just do it and apologize later type of method. You know, You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like tunnels are really not going to be like everywhere, but the trendy cities.
That seems like a weird thing to just do, though. You can't really remove them.
And like, how do you get them in without like disrupting everyone's lives?
I know construction's already the most annoying thing. But I guess it's like underground construction.
But also, like, how is it solving congestion? Because isn't everyone just going to want to be in the tunnel?
I mean, have you seen the tunnels? They're like a lot of tunnels.
Did you see that they'll also have a 40-passenger capacity pod?
Wow.
So it just, like, drops you down. It's like a new form of public transportation.
It's really what it is.
Yeah. I love public transportation. I support this.
Do you?
Yeah. I think it's great.
It's okay, I guess.
I mean, you just like, well, I mean, it's not as efficient as having like your own vehicle, but
I don't know if, yeah, definitely not as efficient. Definitely not as convenient.
no. But I don't know. It gets you places. It's cheaper.
It is cheaper. I mean, cheaper than gas for sure. I spend so much money on gas right now.
What's gas prices in Chicago?
The cheapest it's been recently, I filled up for $2.29 a gallon, but it's
$2.29.
nowhere near that. It's been like in the 270s or 280s.
I'm looking at a gas price heat map right now.
Mm-hmm. Heat map?
Yeah, and yep, there's a heat map.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, Chicago area is in a yellow zone.
So not the
Which is
worst,
like,
but not the best.
No, it's like 246 to 282-ish. Let me tell you though, California, red zone.
California's just the worst about everything. Everything's so expensive. The traffic's terrible. They have fires all the time.
Whoa. You want to know what the gas price is where I live? My zip code? It's, $3.89.
Damn. Almost $4 a gallon?
Yeah.
That's insane. That's crazy.
Nuts. I'm on gasbuddy.com.
Gas buddy?
Yeah. Someone was like, this is a good idea. I'm going to just put what all the gas prices are across the whole country.
I mean...
And we're going to call it Gas Buddy. But, like, what's my use for that on a day-to-day basis, I guess?
I don't know. I guess finding the cheapest one when you got to go get gas. They probably have an app, right?
Yeah, they probably have an app.
Do you know in 2017... Wait, I want to make sure I'm reading the right... I think this is... I was looking up the homeless population in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty high.
In 2017, there were about 7,500 total homeless population, which doesn't seem like as much
that many,
as I was
actually.
expecting.
Yeah. I feel like that can't be the correct fact.
Yeah, maybe it's not.
Maybe not, actually. That seems right.
I mean, I guess that is a lot of homeless people.
That's still a lot of people, yeah.
I mean, what's the population of San Francisco?
That's a great question.
Pretty
Why don't we
big,
Google it?
Right?
884,363.
So is that a lot or not?
Let me tell you what percent it is.
I mean, it's a lot of homeless people, but
It's
not
like
in
kind of a lot.
comparison
It's
to
like
the
8%.
total. Yeah, that's probably a lot. 8%
Yeah.
sounds like a lot.
Wait, just kidding. 8% is a lot, and that's incorrect.
Wait, so it's less?
It's 0.8%.
Oh.
I was missing a number on my math.
That... Now, see, that
Now
doesn't...
that feels low.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a lot.
I mean, not that I'm wanting the homeless population to be higher, but... Oh, yeah, just under 1% is what they're saying.
I mean...
Which I guess is...
That doesn't seem outrageous. Everyone talks about it as like it's outrageous.
Yeah. I guess I don't really know what outrageous means.
I'm
Like,
gonna
is
compare
less
it
than
to...
1% really bad?
I'm gonna compare it to Chicago. It looks like Chicago has about 5,600 homeless.
Okay.
How did you find that? Can I just add in percent?
Chicago population.
That can't be right.
It's, wow, 2.7 million.
Wait, excuse me?
And you only have 5,600?
Our population is 2.7 million?
Yeah.
That's
So
huge.
56.
It's that much bigger than San Francisco?
I guess so.
Holy cow.
So you're like, even less than that, 0.02.
So...
Oh, no, 0.2%. Okay.
0.2%.
Math is hard.
Yeah. And yours is...
Oh, jeez.
Yours is 0.8%.
Mm-hmm.
But you have a smaller population. I don't... Yeah, this
Smaller
math
population.
is hard. I don't know.
Yeah, math is hard. I don't
Which
know how it
one's
works.
worse?
larger number out of a smaller base, smaller number out of a larger base. Both sound very similar.
Yours is worse because you have a higher homeless population and a smaller regular population.
Yeah.
So the concentration is worse.
Yeah.
But not outrageously worse, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm confused by the numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
But enough where I've heard there's just human poop on the streets.
Yeah. People say that. I haven't seen it yet. Well, I have seen dog poop on the streets.
That's pretty common everywhere.
Yeah, like just in the middle of the freaking sidewalk. Gross. I was trying to figure out what the most dangerous animal in the world is.
Why?
I was just curious.
Okay. Well, what is it?
It seems to be unclear. I want that to be like one answer, but it seems like it depends how you rate it. Because this list says mosquitoes. Like, what?
Okay, we're going to be here for another hour and a half. Hold on.
Well, can you tell me which one it is?
I guess it's like kind of like MMA. Like, who's the most dangerous fighter in the world? It depends on the day. Anyone can get beat.
Yeah, but I just feel like there's an answer. Like, how is... This one says 10 most dangerous animals. Fine. I'll go with a list of 10. Cape buffalo. That sounds fine. Then there's a snail. What? Golden poison dart frog. He looks frightening.
I think what we would have to do is read a bunch of lists that rank the dangerous animals, and whichever one is in the top most frequently.
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
'Cause this one's
CN
saying,
Traveler?
This one says the most dangerous fly. What?
Flies, I think no flies are dangerous.
This one is apparently very dangerous.
Isn't it the hippo?
I've
heard the hippo is like really dangerous.
I thought the hippo was the most dangerous too.
This list is incorrect because the first one is cows. So can't possibly. I mean, it also depends. Like, let's just call it the lion is the most dangerous animal on land. But then you have like sea animals.
Yeah, it's actually the hippo though. Hippo's the world's deadliest large land mammal.
For sure, it's the hippo.
I don't know. I just Googled hippopotamus.
I mean, how do you even come to a conclusion? Is it like...
Yeah, like which animal has eaten the most people?
Yeah,
which animal has killed people, the most?
Or most dangerous in general?
Okay, I give up on this search. There's too many
variables.
Contingencies, yeah. Okay.
Alright, I think that's probably a good place to be done.
Okay.
Alright. Well, we don't have any podcasts to say where you can find them, so I guess it's just us now.
Yeah, we don't have anything to say where, but we could tell people where they could keep listening to us. I would really like more people to tweet with me, so if you guys could tweet at me. Yeah, tweet with me at _podcafe. Yeah. I feel like we haven't done this in so long. I blanked.
So do that.
Or you can just listen to us on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher, Libsyn.
Wherever podcasts are sold.
Yeah, your nearest podcast location. That's about all I got.
That's about it, huh?
Yeah, you got anything else?
Not really. I do feel like it may be easier to come up with like a sign-off tagline now with this new, because it doesn't have to be podcast related or necessarily coffee related.
That's true.
So gonna have to go back to thinking about that.
Have a good Sunday and watch out for the hippos.
To watch out for the hippos. Oh, maybe it's specific to each podcast.
Oh yeah, like